So if you're looking to grow a presence on Instagram and you're frustrated that you're not growing, you're probably blaming the algorithm or just saying that it's impossible to grow on Instagram at all. And I'm here saying that it's not true. It is 100% still possible to grow on Instagram, but so many people are making these same mistakes that you need to stop making if you want to grow. So in this video, what I'm going to do is outline the 7 most common mistakes that I see across Instagram that are stopping you from growing, and you're probably making them. So be sure to stick around for the entire video so you can stop making these mistakes and start growing on IG. So mistake number 1 is just being too broad. Especially if you're a new page, Instagram's trying to figure out who you are and more specifically who you're for. Instagram is a for-profit business and they profit from their user base. So they want to give the best experience possible to each person using the app. And they do this based on figuring out what these people like and then what kind of content matches that. So if you're all over the place covering 40 different topics, Instagram won't know or have any clue who would definitely love your content. So the more specific that you can be, the faster Instagram will start showing you to the right people and do so consistently. And then if you have great content behind that specific focus, it makes it so much easier to grow way faster, even in 2022. So make it easy for Instagram to help you and you'll grow far faster. And I'll give you an example that will really drive this home. Let's say you start a new Instagram page and you start covering the topics of cars, sports, and the news. What you're doing or what you're asking Instagram to do is find the center or the cross section, like a Venn diagram, of people who love all 3 of those interests. They're not gonna feel confident at all with such a mixed bag of content in a lot of cases, especially if you're new. So you're making it way less likely that you're gonna get any sort of trust from Instagram on the Explore page or on hashtags. So the more specific you are, the safer you look in terms of the eyes of Instagram, and the more confident they feel that they have an audience that wants your content, and they're gonna make the match happen. They're gonna act as the matchmaker and bring you 2 together. And you get that faster by being very specific and value focused. So if you're currently not growing, try to niche down around a specific point of value and offer that to people. Mistake number 2 that I see all the time is you're just not posting enough. One of the downsides of Instagram is it typically does have a very short content lifespan, meaning you constantly have to be feeding more content out there if you're looking to grow. And I always get asked, how often should I be posting? And my approach to Instagram or any sort of short form content is more content is always going to be better as long as the content is valuable and worth posting. So if you can get more content out there, that is always going to be the better approach as long as the content is solid. But don't go too crazy here. I'd rather you stick to something you can consistently stick with than by going hard and burning out, which we'll cover in a later mistake. But if you're not growing, try upping your posting frequency. You're gonna learn from each time you post, and you're also gonna get more market feedback and data from your followers' behavior and engagement to decide what kind of content is working versus what isn't. So Instagram will love you for getting more content out there, and you're gonna know more about what your ideal follower wants, so you can give them more of that. The third mistake I see all the time is that you're not leveraging video yet. And if you're not, that is a massive, massive mistake, especially on Instagram, because it is their core focus right now. And once again, they are a for-profit business, so you want to get in their good books for them to help you. And with their core focus being Instagram Reels and video in general, you can do yourself a massive advantage by making video a key part of your strategy this year. And I know for so many people out there, they just don't want to show their face or they don't feel comfortable on the camera. And as much as I get that, this is the way things are going. So the more you can dive into this early and become comfortable with it, the more you're gonna benefit from it. So start with whatever you can right now and slowly build up. You'll be surprised how quickly you do become comfortable with it. And even if you are dead set against putting your face on camera right now, you can start with B-roll footage and then your voice over it and slowly ease into showing your face and building comfort that way. But video is not going anywhere, and it is the biggest opportunity to really juice up your account on Instagram, especially if you're small. So if you aren't posting videos, start doing that today. You'll thank me later. The 4th super common mistake is not building relationships and connections with the people that follow you. Too often people look at their follower number as a number and not as people. But behind these numbers are true people that want to feel appreciated and connected with. We as humans, that's our fundamental primary need is connection, and people are looking for that often on Instagram. So if you provide them that through your content and through your presence on Instagram, it's gonna go such a long way in making them highly invested in you, turning them into a super fan, making them a loyal engager of your content and a customer to your businesses or anything you do really. So you wanna take advantage of all the different features that Instagram gives to you to build your know, like, and trust on the platform. So stories, you want to give every opportunity for people to engage with you. You want to go live so people can feel connected with you one-to-one. Really get creative with using as many of these features as possible, because as much as people complain about Instagram in 2022, I would still argue they give you the best toolkit to build a true deep connection with someone who follows you. So take advantage of that. It can be huge for compounding your growth and building your core tribe that allows you to build whatever brand or business you want. So don't sleep on the importance of community, and actively work to build your community regardless of how many followers you currently have. 500 loyal followers is way better than thousands of people who don't care about you. So think about it like that and think long-term here. The connections you build today will help bring you more success down the line in social, in life, or business, anything. Think long-term and think meaningful connections. Tip number 5 is wildly common, and it's just inconsistency. So many people that I work with, I go look at their content and there's just crazy fluctuations in how often they're posting. You can't expect people to continuously look out for your content if they don't know when to expect it or how often to expect it. People love people that they spend a lot of time with. And on Instagram, if you're not posting content consistently, you can't consistently show up and spend virtual time with these people. So understand what content is and how that all plays together in terms of them knowing, liking, and trusting you, and how that really matters in keeping them invested in your life, in your brand, in your business, really whatever you're sharing on Instagram. The more you can share with them more frequently, the more invested they're going to become. Plus, there's that huge added benefit of Instagram loving people who are consistent and giving them more opportunities through their content. So there's nothing to lose from being consistent. And if you're not growing, that may be one of the reasons as to why. So how you can remedy inconsistency is to really set yourself up for success. So build out a content structure or schedule that you know you can stick to and hold yourself accountable. Then I would always recommend increasing the content volume once your current level of posting becomes very easy for you to maintain. Always look to improve it, but set yourself up for success, not failure. Mistake number 6, that's 7. Mistake number 6 that I see so often is people just not engaging in social listening or understanding the importance of it. And if you're like a lot of people and you have no idea what social listening is, let me give you my definition. Social listening is the deliberate act of monitoring your own content's performance as well as the performance of content across the entire platform. So this is taking scheduled time to go look at your own content and the feedback that you've received in the form of engagement or comments, and seeing what people want versus what they don't, as well as content across the entire platform, especially from similar creators like yours. If you take the time to break down why something's working specifically and what went into making that so successful, you can deconstruct the elements and then incorporate that into your future content, really helping you get growth far faster by giving people more of what they want and what they're telling you, as well as others on social, that they want. And the best creators do this all the time. They take dedicated time to look at their own feedback from their engagement levels, as well as feedback across the platform in general from other creators as well. So make this a consistent part of your routine on Instagram to go diagnose why something's working so you can take the same elements and work it into your content to grow way faster. And if you're looking to grow on Instagram or other social media platforms, this is the channel for you. So if you're brand new here, my name's Ben. It's fantastic to meet you. And don't forget to click that subscribe button and then hit the bell button so YouTube will actually show you my videos so you can grow faster. The 7th and final mistake that I see all the time across Instagram that could be the reason why you're not growing is that you're not leveraging keywords or the importance of keywords all across Instagram. Instagram has come out publicly and said that they scrape through your bio, your captions, as well as your hashtags to figure out what kind of page you're for, and more importantly, or equally as important, what audience wants your content. Again, they're looking to be that matchmaker, and the easier you make their job with the tools that they have at their disposal, the faster this is going to happen. And since they've said that they scrape through all these things, you want to be sure to use keywords that you're focusing on that make sense for your niche or the people that you're trying to target, and using them wherever possible. The more indicators that you give Instagram as to the kind of content you're creating, the more trust you're going to build, and the more connections they're going to allow you to make with your content through expanding your reach to interested people. So don't sleep on this. Take the time to go through and write out a thoughtful bio, including specific keywords, as well as dropping keywords whenever possible within your caption. And of course, always using hyper-relevant hashtags that also act as keywords and indicators for Instagram to figure out what kind of content you're posting and who would love it. And if anyone doesn't know what a keyword is just a specific phrase that dictates what someone would be interested in. So the example could be, if you're a photographer, hashtag photography would be a keyword that you would want to target. And you can get far more specific with this if it's location-based and so on, but it's really just an identifier of a specific kind of person or interest in the form of a keyword. And Instagram's smart enough to know that that attaches with a specific kind of person, so you wanna be sure to use these whenever possible. Those are the 7 most common mistakes that I see that hold people back from growing on Instagram. I wanna know which one you were making. Let me know in the comment section which number or which mistake you were making and how you're gonna stop making that mistake. And once again, if you are brand new here, don't forget to click subscribe and stick around for a bit. We have a ton of fun here and we crush it in business and on social. And as I mentioned before in the most recent tip, Instagram does scan through your hashtags. So having super relevant hashtags on your content is a super powerful way to grow faster on the platform. So if you're looking for some help with finding the right hashtags, check out this video I just linked right here where I walk through my 3 favorite tools to find the best hashtags to use on my content to help me grow faster. So check that video out right here. We'll keep the conversation going. We'll keep hanging out and I'll see you over there. Peace and love. Keep crushing it.